Saturn square or opposition Neptune in a natal chart. First off, some of you may remember when I first started my YouTube astrology channel, I did a series on the aspects in the natal chart. They were a little bit concise. Some people may have referred to them as snappy, so what I decided to do is make another series on them in which the videos would be a little bit longer and more descriptive. So anyway, first thing up is, well, if you have Saturn square or opposite Neptune in the natal chart, there may be difficulty in concentrating, which is Saturn, on attaining dreams and fantasies, which is Neptune. Now, let's say, for example, if Neptune is in Aquarius, those dreams and fantasies may be tied in with altruistic or humanitarian work or endeavors, may be associated with astrology, astronomy, computers, electronics, innovation, meteorology, aviation, or rocket science, as some examples. Now, also, too, these aspects in the natal chart could indicate there may be trouble as far as working hard and laboriously, which is Saturn, doing so with little distractions or diversions, and going after your ideals, which is Neptune. Now, if Neptune is in Capricorn, as an example, those ideals may be connected with attaining greater social status, stature in life, could be recognition, notoriety, career ambitions, attaining those, matters with your livelihood or something related to business, to government, or politics, as some examples. Now, another thing, too, is that Saturn square or opposite Neptune in a natal chart may also manifest in where there may be issues balancing activities associated with the career and work, which is Saturn, in terms of relaxing, which is Neptune. Relaxing, I would say, is not exclusive to just sleeping, just being stagnant. It could be doing, like, say, if Neptune is in Libra in your natal chart, it could be doing something associated with art, such as drawing, painting, or sculpting. Or if Neptune is in Scorpio, maybe doing something associated with the occult, which includes astrology. As some examples, maybe something about that, doing astrology chart work, or it might be something that may relax you for whatever reasons, as some examples. And the thing about these aspects, too, is that there may be difficulty as far as sacrificing, which is Neptune, for the father, older people, and authority figures, which is Saturn. And, whether it's the time or the energy or the enthusiasm, whatever it might be, there may be, certain issues in terms of doing this. And, let's say, if Neptune is in Scorpio, as an example, sacrificing may be done in terms of matters of support, whether it's moral, emotional, monetary support. Neptune in Sagittarius may be flavored with more benevolence and philanthropy, as some examples. And also, too, Saturn square or opposite Neptune in the natal chart may also be expressed in, not where the aspects may not be auspicious in terms of attaining dreams related to the career, which is Saturn. I'm not saying, just because you have, one of these aspects in the natal chart, that you don't go after your dreams, but it might require, a little bit more work and laborious effort in terms of attaining career-related, dreams that are connected with one's career. Now, which is Saturn. Now, let's say, for example, if Saturn is in Taurus, the career, may be connected with banking or finance, geology, carpet laying, architecture, agriculture, farming, cultivation, art, music, as some examples. And the thing about this, too, is that healers, which is Neptune, may not be overly beneficial to matters connected with chronic issues. And it doesn't mean that healers, which I would say can include physicians, are strongly connected with, I would say, can help you in those matters, but it may take, more persistence, and, maybe they're not as helpful as you would like them to be. It may take more work to find the right people, persons, or person, or what have you, to be able to help you in matters with chronic issues, and which is Saturn. Now, let's say, for example, if Saturn is in Capricorn, as an example, chronic issues may be tied in, with the bones, the knees, the joints, the hamstrings. They may be more prominent in older age. They may be more enduring, more consistent, as an example. Now, also, too, these aspects may also manifest in where you may be, somewhat unrealistic, which is Neptune, in matters pertaining to responsibilities and attaining success, which is Saturn. Now, the thing about it is, it's just important with these aspects to understand, like, say, as far as success would go, knowing how long it may take to attain certain things, and not expecting, instantaneous, success, or, having a business flourish overnight, or, within weeks, where, it's an understanding that these things are often a very, methodical kind of process, and it's important to remember that with these aspects. Now, let's say, for example, if Saturn is in Gemini, success may be tied in. It could be with manifold things. It could be a variety of things, or doing something communication related, whether it be data or satellite communications, or writing, journalism, reporting, or something connected with manual dexterity, such as auto or refrigeration mechanics. Now, another thing, too, is that these aspects can indicate dealing with more, it could be confusion, which is Neptune, related to the career path, which is Saturn. There may be more indecision, ambivalence in these matters. If Saturn is in the zodiac sign Cancer, as an example, that career path, may be tied in. It could be something home-related, or working in a family business, or it could be home renovation, remodeling, real estate, cooking, restaurant, culinary work, or even work involving, laundry or plumbing business, as some examples. Now, another thing, too, is that these aspects may also be expressed in having difficulty in terms of finding the inspiration, which is Neptune, to attain greater social status and stature in life, which is Saturn. Now, if Saturn is in Leo, as an example, attaining greater social status and stature in life may be done through some entertainment or acting field. It could be something with performing, such as maybe circus performing, as an example, or doing something with the military or sports. It could be work with children, or cardiology, as some examples. And also to hidden adversaries, which is Neptune, may be inclined to have more of an adverse effect on your reputation, which is Saturn. Now, let's say, if Neptune, say, is in Scorpio, as an example, hidden adversaries may be ones that are very surreptitious, secretive, probing, incisive, resourceful, resilient, but may also be jealous, manipulative, and vindictive as well. And they may be powerful ones, too. And also, too, another way that these aspects may manifest in a natal chart is that spiritualists and those associated with the metaphysical, which includes astrology, which is Neptune now, may not be overly advantageous in terms of you dealing with fears, which is Saturn. Now, let's say, if Saturn, is in Virgo, as an example, there may be some fears tied in with employment or work. Maybe it's analyzing something in your life for whatever reason. It could be trying to just get things organizing things such as your life. Again, it may be tied in with something trying to be of service to others, being helpful. In general, Saturn in Scorpio is another example. There may be some fear in terms of expressing moral, emotional, monetary support, or making some major change or transformation, as another example. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, everyone is saying stay well.